Hi there, my friends. This is Ayesha at Youngspapercreations, trypaperplay.com, junk journals for you. So those three, I need you to go to Young's Paper Creation and subscribe to my YouTube, share, because that's how you're going to keep seeing the new videos and know what's going on. Not only that, when you go to Junk Journals for You, you'll get to see my Etsy store and support me in there because that's where I'll be transitioning my journals onto when they're no longer being taken from, directly from me and off of YouTube. So when I first make my journals or bring them forward, I bring them to YouTube and I have them off for a while and then I transition them onto the Etsy. Etsy is new for me. I've sold a number of journals, but I'm still not known out there. So I need your support. And then, of course, Try Paper Plays, where you'll find out everything you need to know about what I do and how you can connect with me and spread the word. All right. So I'm moving on to fall. Not 100% because we still need flowers, right? We have flowers all year long. But we're going to be focusing from time to time on the Christmas, which is coming up. Listen, if we leave our Christmas uh, preparation and crafting for Christmas, we're too late. There's no time. So if you are into your creating, then you need to start now. So I'm starting now, but along with Christmas, it's also going to be, the flowers and the leaves changing. So we're going to go into a little bit more darker colors at times, not so much bright colors. And so I wanted to curate my paper pads. I do have wallpaper sheets as well, but the paper pads I have, uh, especially when it comes to Christmas. Okay, so I'm going to show you some of my paper pads, and these are the ones for Christmas and also for the more fall autumn season. So not in depth because it will take way too long, but I will just show you. So these are the, look at the colors, right? More fall type colors, just a little bit darker. Beautiful paper pads. Now I should let you know that yes, these are beautiful paper pads, but they're not providing us with as many paper pads at Michael's as they used to in the past. And when they come, unfortunately, they sit on the shelf for so long before before they remove them. And so the varieties are not very much as they were in the past. I'm so glad that I used to make sure I check out what they had and I would purchase. And when I started to expand my paper selections and such, then I wasn't using them as much. So now I'm stocked up. And when you order your journals, I'm able to provide a variety of, colors and papers into your journals. So look at this, so shabby looking. So I will be making some shabby looking journals. So if you want to be on the lookout for that, you got to subscribe to know what's going to be going into my Etsy store. You're going to know and see right away, when they come out in my YouTube. So that's why I'm saying make sure that you're subscribed. And it's also great for you to be able to purchase journals for your daughters, your friends out there. I also do journals for males, but of course not as much as I do for the female persuasion. But I do make for males as well. They're wonderful because I find men are not as much as ladies today, investing in notebooks and such. And remember, we are to write our visions and make them plain. ideas carries what we call a shelf life. I read that a long time ago in a quote. So you got to make sure you write your stuff down. So for us ladies, we're getting to see beautiful, you know, aesthetically pleasing papers and pages when we journal. That's what my journals are all about. So look at these colors, the darker colors. I'm going to be doing some journals that's populated with varied Christmas trees and such. I love the look of Christmas trees. They're so beautiful to look at. Mind you, last year I said to myself that's the last year that I'd carry Christmas trees. Because when my daughter was younger, she was interested in them and such. But now she's lost the interest, so that's okay. They're getting older, right? Many of them just want cash these days, maybe with one bought item. So they don't need to, like the younger kids, have gifts all over the under the Christmas tree. Just give me cash, Mom. Give me cash. So I hope you guys are getting a chance to see these papers well. I know if I was to take my time and really go through them, I would be here for like half an hour. So I'm trying to keep that in mind as well. I think it's lovely to look at the varied colors. And here my cast off cuts. You dare not throw away paper scraps, guys. Especially when they're so, like for Christmas items. Paper pads for Christmas are not always wide in selections at Michael's. So it's great getting them from the States or maybe specialized craft stores. So you could look up for those. If you're interested, communicate down below in the comments if you want to know where you can find some independent craft stores. I can help you with that. Isn't this pretty? Actually, this reminds me, this would make a wonderful journal. I also love snowflakes, and I've got a number of snowflakes dies. That reminds me, if any of you are interested in die cuts, I do carry those as well. If you were to go to Michael's, of course, you will be able to find some die cuts there. But my selection, I can say 100%, is wider than what Michael carries. Should the day come when that is not the case, I will dance a happy jig because I will be all up in Michael's. But until then, I can say I do carry a large selection of opportunities for die cuts, ranging from snowflakes to snowman to gingerbread man to flowers, shapes, circle shapes, wide varieties. Oh yeah. Now this is a thinner paper pad. The others I showed you were much thicker. This is thinner, and these are great for pages. You see how nice and dark and vintagey they're already being provided to us. And this is a very popular one, the Theodosius Square pad. Years ago, Michaels used to carry these 180 paper pack, even Walmart from time to time. And now they don't. Oh, I hope they come back again. But you could find some online. So these are just, these have been taken apart and such and used, so they're not all in order. Like I said, we don't throw away these type of scraps because we can use them. So we just let them lie down just somewhere in between the other papers. And when you need them, you can have them. What I also do, is get clear bags and put my odds and end scraps in there. So this is separate for all of my Christmas scraps. I can go back in here. And this is so many pieces. This alone could be used in at least 3 journals. So this is what I'm saying. Paper scraps can be used for so many things. Don't throw out your scraps. And also, the most beautiful thing when it comes to scraps is having other people's scraps. So if you're interested in exchanging scraps, I'm your girl. And if you just want to give away scraps, I'm also your girl. So, and if you're not yet a full initiated, so to speak, paper crafter, and you're looking for some, scrappy papers to start, maybe you want to start off making cards. I started off making cards, and then I, grew from there. So, scrappy pieces are wonderful for cards. You can make so many cards from just a small bag of scraps. And everyone can use a card. So, this is my curated papers for Christmas and the fall season. But listen, oh, and I should say winter as well. But I should say this is just part of it because I incorporate in my journals also wallpaper. So, for example, um, let me show you. This is a piece of wallpaper, and this would go nicely in any autumn, fall, or winter journal. So we do not throw out scraps. Even this could be torn up and layered. And let me show you, because when you these are called collages. You layer papers together, and they end up looking so beautiful. And this is not even doing it justice. Let me see. Yeah, so perhaps you could see a little bit better here. Beautiful collage, and this would go great um, in decorating a page. I cannot begin to tell you how 100%, if you were to start crafting, paper crafting, try paper play, giving paper play a try, you will fall in love with it. And then if you don't, of course, there's painting, poetry writing, drawing, sketching, whatever it is. But this is a guarantee for most people. Paper crafting. You could make journals, you could make cards, you could make bookmarks. I also started off making bookmarkers. So, lots and lots and lots of good fun. I want to thank you. This is Ayesha at Young's Paper Creations. You'll also find me at my website at Try Paper Play. You could find me on Etsy, Junk Journals for You. But I want to give away, because this would be my 501 um my 501 video. So I hit 500 videos, my friends. How do you like that? So 500 videos. I love cards, and not just any cards. Cards that allows me to use in my journal as ephemera pieces, decorative pieces, and whether you want to make a farm journal or a travel journal, whatever journal you want to create, these cards are a wonderful addition to any journal. So I'm going to be providing these, and I think I have 52. If it's not full 52 when I count it again, I will make it 52. Some of them are doubled. I think maybe 6 of them are doubled, but all the others are single. So you're going to have a nice stash, and they're great for any of your crafting. You use it as you wish. I want to thank you so much for everything that you continue to do, whether it's sharing my work or making a comment, subscribing, viewing, because it all adds up. Because I too love to view other channels. It helps you to grow in your crafty skill, and you can transfer your skills from one area to the next. So I'm asking you to visit my Etsy store. My Etsy store is Junk Journals for You on Etsy. And check out, I've got 2 videos there right now. I have 2 more to put up later on, maybe this afternoon. That's always the tedious part, you got to take a lot of photos and such so that you guys can see what they are. But on my YouTube, you already can see exactly what I have. Not only that, you have an added bonus of discount when you purchase right off of my YouTube, as opposed to when it goes to Etsy with all the additional stuff that Etsy brings along with it. So you have a choice. I love choices, don't you? So thank you so much. When you go to my shop, my Etsy store, Junk Journals for You, you'll be able to leave a comment and just introduce yourself to me and let me know what you love about paper crafting, or what you want to know about paper crafting, and what you're liking about the journals that you're seeing in there. All right. So when I look at those visits to my Etsy store, I will be able to know who you are, and I will do a draw. Today is what? Today's Monday. Next Sunday, I will do a draw, and we will have this go into the mail. I will then need your address, the person whose name gets called, and I thank you. If it goes very well, I might do another draw after I see the participation in the Etsy. Um, but I just want to thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is Ayesha at Youngspapercreation, single mom, loving the fact that I can make a difference. I want to continue to make a difference in my sphere, in my corner. We all have something that we can contribute to the world. We all have something that we could contribute to one another, support one another. I want to support any and every person needing support and finding it challenging in raising young people, in supporting young people. Listen, you don't have to be a mom in order to make a difference in a young person's life. You could be a grandmom, an aunt, a cousin, even just a friend. It takes a strong, healthy village to raise a child and to even just survive in our society. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing and checking out my Etsy. Make sure you comment about what you're liking, about what you're seeing in my work, and I will then do a draw. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye bye.